first Nancy Drew game. Well, I have a couple different firsts. I started here as an intern, which was very exciting, and my college professor said, you know what, your art style looks a little bit similar to this company called HeR Interactive. And I thought, really, that sounds exciting. And so I got in touch and I came on to do an internship when they were working on Danger by Design. And I worked on the cafe scene with the tables and the wall murals and the Sunday puzzle. That was my very first puzzle. It was very, very nerve-wracking because I wanted to, I want to put my best foot out there and show them what a great artist I am. And it went really well. Really had a blast, really got along well with the team. My 3D partner at the time was John. And we're actually partners right now, which is really great. But my first official as a 2D artist game was Legend of the Crystal Skull. And I worked on Renee's bedroom with the really spooky symbols on the wall and the chest. And if you pay attention, the first time you walk in there, there's lightning and there's a doll sitting on the rocking chair. Me and my partner, Josh at the time, we were working on that environment together. And we said, it'd be really fun if we put this little thing right here. And it only happens once. So after that first time, if you go back and look, it won't be a creepy doll there staring at Nancy. I had about 2 weeks left in my intern schedule, and things were kind of winding down on the art end for the game that we were working on. Mike, he was here at the time, he pulled me aside, he said, Jayme, I have some very serious news to talk to you about. And I'm thinking, oh, this is it. They're going to say, thanks for your hard work, we'll see you later. And so he pulled me into the big conference room and he sat me down, and he's a big jokester. And so he said, very serious looking, I'd like to offer you contract work. And I'm going, what? Contract work? I'm going, are you serious about this? And so they brought me back as a contract artist to work on the localization of the older Nancy Drew games. And they would provide us with all of the proper documents because I don't speak or write Russian. And so me and another contract artist at the time would go through all of the old Nancy Drew game files, and we would pretty much take out the English and put in the Russian text and make sure everything fit, which was a little bit challenging at times and looked good because you want it to feel organic and have the same vibe of our games. And I went back and over a long period worked on translating a lot of the older games pretty much from Venice on back into Russian and French. And so it was really, really interesting to see how that translates. So that was a very memorable moment, of course. Alright, goes to Thorton Hall. My first environment was the graveyard. The huge, beautiful, spooky graveyard. And we really wanted to give that creepy feeling to it. Wanted to get the old oak trees with the hanging moss, and we wanted fog. I did all of the textures on the tombstones with all of the text on them. We would add certain things to some, and we had a lot of fun with that environment and the statues and the greenery and just trying to figure out the layout of how we wanted the graveyard to be, because after you enter you can go back up to the crypt, which was also my environment. I had a lot of fun working on the stained glass puzzle with all the different colors and trying to get that to have a nice feel to it for being a natural element in there and interactive as well. The coffins were very interesting. Also, I worked on the hallways. There is the book cover you keep showing with a certain picture on the front, and that was an object you pick up, and so I got to work on that one, so I made that. Man does a really great job with the characters, so it's always fun to include that artwork. Oh, and Nancy Drew games, we made a lot of hallways, and so trying to get them to feel unique, different, spooky, and really capture the feel of this specific game was a good challenge. Very fun challenge. Oh, when would I travel? I have to say I love dinosaurs. So if given the opportunity, I would travel back in time and see what dinosaurs really look like. We can speculate and imagine all we want, but did they really have feathers? What color were they really? So as long as I didn't get chased or eaten, I'd be good. I enjoy a lot of things. I enjoy gardening. I enjoy reading. I read a lot. Video games are a favorite pastime of mine. I also do knitting, and I spin my own yarn, which I think has been mentioned before. Yeah, hobbies. A bunch of little hobbies keep me busy. I very easily go for bento. I love sushi, love Japanese food. I love a lot of food, but bento would be very easy, hands down. Something I could probably eat way too much of. I'm gonna say flying car. Besides wanting to see the dinosaurs, I don't think I'd feel comfortable exploring history and just kind of let it be and not go make things worse. So I think a flying car would be a blast. Oh boy, donuts. I would have to say I'm determined to try this bacon maple donut? Okay, yes. I think bacon and maple would make a very beautiful combination. I don't think you can go wrong with bacon and maple, especially on a donut. And I'm not a fan of coconut, so bacon easily wins.